All right, welcome to this explainer. I want you to think back to the absolute last time you decided to start a major project, maybe launch a business or pursue a really massive life goal. You were probably standing right at the starting line, just buzzing with excitement, right? It's an incredible feeling. But here's the thing, the way you take your very first steps can totally dictate whether you actually cross the finish line or if the whole thing just crumbles before it even gets off the ground. So today, we're diving into a really powerful strategy from our source material, the art of acting as a silent architect, and essentially keeping your blueprints strictly to yourself.
So we've got to ask ourselves a pretty critical question here. What truly happens when you go ahead and announce your biggest plans? We all know the feeling. You've just hatched this massive, game-changing idea. The enthusiasm is bubbling up, and your immediate knee-jerk instinct is to broadcast it to your friends, your family, and let's be honest, random people online. It feels like harmless sharing, right? Like a quick way to gather support, build some momentum, and get that instant dopamine hit of people liking and praising your ambition. But we need to look really closely at the actual and often dangerous chain reaction that kicks off the literal second those words leave your mouth.
Which leads us right into Section 1, the urge to share and the real fallout of announcing your plans.
See, when you take a fragile, unfinished idea and place it right out there in the public square, you unwittingly roll out the red carpet for three specific types of people into your creative process. First up, the copycats. By laying out your roadmap before you've even traveled it, you're basically handing opportunistic people a free head start on your hard work. Second, you invite the doubters. These are the folks who immediately start whispering, filling your environment with skepticism and what-ifs that slowly but surely drain your confidence. And third, the saboteurs. Whether it's out of jealousy or just their own insecurities, these individuals now know exactly where you're heading, making it incredibly easy for them to throw roadblocks right in your path.
So what is the alternative? Let's take a look at Section 2, Working in the Shadows. This is where we see a massive, absolutely crucial pivot. On one side, we have the incredibly common path, loud announcements, boasting, and wasting your precious energy just talking about what you might do someday. On the other side, the path of the silent architect, complete silence and just putting in the work. No grand declarations on social media, no boasting to your peers at lunch. You just drop the performance entirely. By choosing absolute silence, you protect the integrity of your plan, making sure every single ounce of your effort goes into building the foundation rather than defending it against doubters or guarding it from copycats.
And the result of that laser focus is what we cover in Section 3, the unseen victory.
Because nobody knows his next move, nobody can prepare against it. I mean, really think about that for a second. This is the core strategic genius of concealing your intentions. If your competitors, your doubters, or those potential saboteurs are completely in the dark, they are totally powerless to block your progress. They can't set traps if they don't even know which road you're walking down. Your silence basically becomes an impenetrable shield. So while they're out there wasting time trying to guess your trajectory, you are quietly gaining ground completely unopposed.
You can really think of your progress like climbing a simple three-step staircase. Step 1, you just keep moving forward in total silence. No matter what happens around you, you keep your head down. Step 2, methodically climb through your tasks while everyone else is left totally guessing. Sure, they might see you working hard, but they have absolutely no idea what you're actually building. And finally, Step 3, you arrive at the goal. Because you never announced your timeline or your endgame, your arrival seems to happen completely out of nowhere. You succeed to the absolute shock of a crowd that was totally unprepared for your victory.
All of this perfectly sets up a core concept from the source material, Law 3, Concealed Intentions.
Here is the actual rule, and it's remarkably simple. Don't reveal every plan. Let people see the results, never the blueprint. If you want to succeed without the friction of those who would copy, doubt, or stop you, you absolutely have to apply this to your own life. An unfinished blueprint is, well, it's incredibly vulnerable. It can be stolen, critiqued, or just torn up by anyone passing by. But a finished result? Now that is undeniable. When you only show the world what you have already built, you bypass the friction of the building process entirely. You just let the results speak completely for themselves.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this final thought for the next time you feel that overwhelming, burning urge to announce your next big move. The strongest move is often the one nobody sees coming. So ask yourself, are you seeking the temporary high of cheap applause for an idea or the permanent satisfaction of a completed goal? The next time you hatch a massive plan, challenge yourself to be the silent architect. Dim the lights, hide the blueprints, and let your sudden success be the only noise you make. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, good luck on your next great build.